Good morning, Bo.
Oh, what a surprise. I told you I was stopping by. No, I mean that you actually knocked. You didn't just barge in. So, what's the occasion?
Biggest Halloween pie in all of Landview. I even brought your own personal invite.
Still trick-or-treating, huh?
Yep, ever since my new partner and I decided to celebrate the opening of our brand new business venture.
What new business venture? What new partner?
Like to meet her?
Her?
Honey, flap your wings and come on in. Say hello to Bo.
Hello. Thank you.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Gosh. It's really great to see you. You got my message. Thanks for coming so soon.
It's no problem. But is everything okay?
Well, no. Not really.
Was there anything I can do for you?
Yes, there is. I need your help, Rebecca. I'm desperate.
I wish I had one clue why Emily Haynes has accused me of sexual harassment. Just one.
I think this hearing is going to go very well. I've made a few phone calls, I've talked to a few people, and I'm going to get some answers out of this girl. And if we're lucky, this whole thing will be history by the end of the day.
I certainly hope so.
Well, I have complete faith in you, Nora.
Thank you.
And in you.
My best fan.
You'll get through this, honest you will. And I will be beside you every step of the way.
I love you.
Oh.
Excuse me, Victoria.
Yes, Elizabeth. I'm very sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Andrew, we all want you to know that we are behind your dad 100%.
Right, and all he has to do is ask, and we'll testify. Anything.
Thank you. You guys are the greatest.
Emily, you know, I still don't understand what the deal is with her.
Yes, she must be so messed up.
How could she possibly accuse Sloan of coming on to her? I mean, he's just not the kind of guy.
Nobody knows why she's doing what she's doing.
You know, I can't make any guarantees, but I do have an idea.
Okay, what?
I think some friend of hers just talked her into it. The only problem is who.
Emily! There you are. Oh, my darling, you look absolutely perfect.
Thanks, Claudia.
I must have just missed you at your dorm room. That's quite enough lipstick, darling. Yes, I'm so glad that I ran into you before the hearing.
Oh, I'll say. Oh, boy. This is really hard. I mean, I'm going to be all alone.
Yes, but you are strong. Remember that.
Thanks, Claudia. Well, I guess you came by to wish me luck.
You don't need luck. No. Losers rely on luck. You are a winner. Winners have strategy, tactics, a plan.
I don't.
Oh, yes, you do. Because I have come up with a plan for you.
You have?
Yes. Yes, and with it, we're going to make sure that your charges against General Sloan Carpenter definitely stick.
I don't understand, Claudia. I mean, I just go in there and tell the truth, and that's it, right?
That's a good beginning.
I mean, if you think about it, you'll probably fire him.
This is a special report from ABC News.
You have no idea who this friend might be.
I wish I did. All she'd say is that her friend believes in her.
Well, it sounds like it's the other way around.
So why is she being so secretive?
Maybe that's the way the friend wants it to be.
You know, it's weird. I don't know Emily very well, but I've never thought of her as being vindictive. Maybe just ditzy.
Yeah, maybe this so-called friend is taking full advantage of that. If we could just find out who the friend is.
Emily, wait.
What do you want?
This is serious. I mean, what's happening today? Are you really sure you know what you're doing?
Absolutely.
This hearing is only open to board members, the concerned parties, and their lawyers, if they choose to be represented. Since you don't fall into any of those categories, Victoria, I'm very sorry, but you're going to have to leave.
Elizabeth, she is my fiancée, for heaven's sake.
I don't make the rules, General.
This is ridiculous.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, darling, it's okay. If that's the way they want it, then we will play by their rules, okay? I will be right outside, and I will be waiting for you to come out and tell me this is all over. I love you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Emily! Just a minute.
Excuse me?
I think it's time you told the truth. Don't you?
She must have reached the hearing room by now, which means that everybody is at the other end of the building, and it's my chance to sneak out the back.
Nothing brings...
I guess what I'm trying to say is that reading the Bible has opened up whole new worlds for me.
I know. It's so exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm learning so much. Plus, while talking to you, I've learned something very important.
What's that?
Well, it's not enough that I'm sorry for the things that I've done. If I want to change, I mean, really make myself a better person, I have to repent. I have to make amends to some of the people that I've hurt.
I think that's a wonderful idea, and I'm so glad that you feel that way.
But I'm gonna need your help, okay?
Oh, I don't know what I could do for you.
Well, listen, I've kind of lost touch with where everyone is, what anyone's doing. I was hoping maybe you could catch me up a little.
Well, I guess I could do that.
What about Marty? How is she? Has she been able to get on with her life?
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, actually, she's been doing really well, considering. She's in a class of mine.
And no problems?
Well, it was pretty rough for her at first when school started. But everyone seems to really like her now. I mean, she's got lots of friends, and she's doing really well in class.
Great. I'm really happy for her.
I guess you want to know about that lawyer, Nora Gannon.
You read my mind. How is Nora?
Well, I really don't know much about her, except that she has this amazing house. And she's living with Bo Buchanan, the one who owns WVL.
How do you know that?
Because I hand-delivered the letter that you wrote to her.
You did?
That's okay, isn't it? I mean, I know you told me to mail it, but it doesn't matter, does it?
No. No, it doesn't matter. Did anyone see you?
Have you completely lost your mind?
Hell no, Bo. The way I see it, it's one of the best business deals I've made in years. This new nightclub, Oltl, is going to be one of the hottest spots in town. Hey, your old man right here gets 60% of the profits.
You don't need to rub that part in, Asa.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, honey. Did I mention Alex Sings? She is one of our biggest assets.
No, you didn't mention that.
Go ahead, honey, give him a taste.
No. Come here for a second. How'd you get roped into this thing, huh? What kind of nightclub? What kind of people do you think are gonna come to a joint that she's running? And what about licenses?
I ain't got time to go into all the details. You want to know so bad? Go speak to my partner here.
No, I'd rather hear it from you.
I'm sorry, son. I just go deliver invitations to some of my fellow millionaires.
You know, you're really incredible.
That's what they tell me. I'll see you at the opening, Bo. Catch you later at the ranch, honey.
All right,
All right. Ooh.
Well, I would just love to stay and chat, especially about your engagement. Congratulations. But I do have so many things that I have to do. You know how that is. And I do feel a little cold coming on, which is the last thing I need right now.
Alex, hold it right there. Just give the wings a rest, okay? Let's you and I just sit down, and we're gonna get a few things straight.
Why don't you leave me alone?
Emily, you are making such a big mistake.
The only one who's making a mistake is General Carpenter. And he's going to get what he deserves.
You're right. I shouldn't have done this.
Miss Haynes, please take your seat so we can get started. Very good. Now, as we all know, this is a preliminary hearing to examine claims brought against General Carpenter. And if this committee finds that these charges are well substantiated, then a full-scale investigation will be undertaken. Are there any questions? Miss Haynes, would you prefer to have a lawyer present, or would you like to speak to a counselor before you address this committee?
No, thank you. I have the truth. That's all I need.
All right, then let's get started. Why don't you tell us what happened?
Well, like I wrote in my statement, General Carpenter rejected my term paper proposal. He failed me on a quiz so that he could get power over me, and then he started saying suggestive things.
For instance?
Well, he'd said stuff like I had to go the distance to get a good grade, like that.
I see. And, did he ever touch you physically in any way?
Yeah. He sure did. He put his arm around me. It was practically a hug.
And, did you say anything?
No, but that's when I decided that things were getting out of control. I had to do something before he started harassing other girls. It's obvious the man has a serious problem.
Mother, what in the world are you doing here, and why are you dressed like that?
I'm trying a new look. What do you think?
It's interesting.
Oh, early Halloween, huh? I don't know what got into me. I just thought, you know, I'm tired of the same old me, and, you know, I have been considering lightening or brightening the hair color and cutting it, I don't know. So, heck, I thought I'd try a wig, you know, just to make sure.
Well, that explains that, but it still doesn't explain what in the world you're doing here on campus.
Oh, I came by to lend moral support. I knew that you and Andrew would be here, and I wanted you to know that I am behind Sloan, too.
Really?
Yes. Is that so hard to believe?
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm very impressed. You didn't have to come all the way over here.
Darling, we are all family, aren't we?
You never cease to amaze me.
Please.
No, I'm serious. serious. I'm serious. The way you've been acting lately, you have been so compassionate, so kind to Sloan, especially not putting anything in the intruder.
It was the least that I could do.
Well, I want to thank you. I really appreciate it. And so does Andrew. God, I'm really glad that you came over. You and I can walk in together.
Well, I don't know. On my way over here, I began to doubt that maybe, you know, it wasn't a very good idea, my being here.
Why not?
Oh, there still is some tension between Vicky and Sloan and me, and I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Come on, the only one who's going to be uncomfortable around here is Emily Haynes when she sees Sloan there, surrounded by all of his friends and his entire family, including you.
Kathy,
No, Mother. I will not take no for an answer.
Maybe it's the right
Mother,
thing to be doing,
he needs all
sweetheart.
this help he can get.
Honey, no, I really don't think that this is right.
Why? You're being silly.
No, I'm not. I'm being practical. I just saw Vicky and Marty over there.
So?
So? I'm not on the best of terms with either one of them.
Well then, keep your distance.
In that small room. No. Honey, the waiting time could turn into, you know, a shouting match. It wouldn't be right. After all, what we're, you know, supposed to be doing is just thinking about Sloan.
You really have changed your attitude while we weren't talking to each other.
That's what I've been telling you.
Well, it's great seeing this side of you. Let's promise not to go through that again.
Deal.
Oh. Okay. Here, wait. Here.
Oh, what's this?
Why don't you wait for us back at the rectory? We're heading over there as soon as the hearing is over.
Oh, what a good idea. A vindication party.
Right.
Great. I'll be waiting for you when you get home. Sans wig, I think.
Yeah, maybe so, Mother.
Yeah. It sounds so good to hear you call me that again. Just say goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, Mother. Bye. Goodbye. Go.
This waiting is driving me crazy. I wish we could find out what's going on in there.
Emily, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't mind if I call you Emily, do you? Okay. As I see it, there are two basic churches here. Why don't we deal with both of them one at a time, shall we? Okay. Well, I'd like to show the committee members a copy, if you could pass around, of your term paper proposal. Attached, you'll find two written evaluations from other political science professors, two others from two other universities. Now, it won't take more than a brief read-through of the proposal itself for you to see that there's several obvious mistakes. I mean, we all know that France and Hungary don't share a border and that Switzerland does not have a seaport. Do you recognize these mistakes, Emily?
Yes. They were typos. I didn't have time to proofread.
Perhaps, but the professors found more than just typos. I also asked these same two professors to grade independently a copy of Miss Haynes' quiz.
I don't believe this.
And as you see, you missed 8 out of the 10 questions asked, and both professors gave you a failing mark, as did General Carpenter.
So?
Emily, isn't it clear that General Carpenter did not unfairly grade your work for an ulterior motive, but that you got exactly what you deserved? Emily?
You weren't there when he talked to me the way he did.
No, I wasn't. You're absolutely right. That's why I would like to ask you some questions, just so we can all get the facts straight. Is that okay?
Do I have a choice?
It is in your best interest to cooperate, Miss Haynes.
Fine.
Isn't it true that when General Carpenter said to you that you needed to go with the distance, he merely meant that you should work harder on your proposal and come up with something better?
I don't know.
Isn't it possible?
Maybe, but he put his arm around me.
You're right. He did put his arm around you, didn't he?
He sure did.
Yes. Well, if I remember clearly, that was right after you found out that you had failed the quiz. You must be very upset.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you be?
Well, heck yes. I'd have been crying my eyes out.
Well, so was I. I was really worried. 10% of my grade was an F, and, well, the dean already told me if I got below a C average that semester, I was going to be kicked out. My parents would kill me.
Well, then isn't it possible that General Carpenter, seeing you so upset, merely put his arm around you to comfort you? Isn't it true that that is the only physical contact that ever happened between you? Miss Haynes, answer the question, please. Isn't it true?
No! There's more. A lot more.
When the day moves fast and you can't let heartburn slow you down, how are you going to spell Relief Plus Calcium? With the extra calcium you need and grapefruit.
Emily, are you saying that some other physical contact took place?
Yes. He did a lot more than just put his arm around me.
Really?
He touched my breast.
That's a lie!
General Carpenter, please...
This is outrageous!
Take your seat, sir.
Can't you see she's making this up?
Please sit down, sir.
Emily, are you absolutely positive that that's what happened?
Yes.
But this charge, it doesn't appear in anything that is in your written statement, and we never mentioned anything about this earlier. Now, how come the first time we're hearing about it is right now? Because why, Emily?
Because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to write down a thing like that. Why are you drilling me with all these questions? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You don't want to talk about it because it's so hard to keep lying?
Stop it! I'm not lying. I'm
You're
not.
lying! Why are you doing this to me?
Emily, why are you doing this?
Miss Gannon, I think that's enough for right now.
Oh, I disagree. I disagree. General Carpenter has every right to refute this new charge.
Yes, he does. And he will have that opportunity at a later date. But right now, this committee feels that it's best to adjourn this meeting to give us time to examine this latest allegation. It's news to all of us.
Certainly news to me.
No, don't worry about it, Sloan.
Especially me.
Don't worry about it. She's grasping at straws. We will beat this, I promise you. We'll win.
Emily, what happened? Was she crying?
Are you all right?
Dad, what was going on in there? Emily just left crying.
Well, the case has taken a turn for the worse.
But what does that mean?
Emily's made a new accusation.
What?
Now she says that,
But what?
it's so crazy. She's saying that I touched her breast.
What?
You can't be serious.
It's absurd.
Well, we backed her into a corner and she got desperate.
Thank you all for being here. But if you don't mind, I really would like to get out of here.
Let's go. We'll meet you in the parking lot, okay?
Yes.
I'm going to head home, honey, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is getting completely messed up.
I feel so bad for your dad.
Yeah, me too, honey. Sloan doesn't deserve this.
No, he certainly doesn't.
This just does not add up. I mean, maybe Emily could misinterpret some innocent remark, but to go and make up something like this?
There's no way to prove that she's lying.
I know, maybe not, but something's going on here. There's some missing piece that we just can't see, and I want to know what it is.
You can pull the wool over my father's eyes, Alex, but not mine.
What do you mean?
I know you, lady. You've got the mind of a hired killer.
Well, remember, the rest of me isn't so bad.
And I'm sure you used all your assets to lure him into whatever little trap you set for that old idiot.
It's not a trap, though. I have wanted to be a singer since I was a little girl. Spotlights and torch songs, glamour, romance. Ace is just helping me make this come true, that's all.
Is that right? Well, if something happens to him while he's somewhere over the rainbow playing Wizard of Oz with you, I'm going to hold you personally responsible for that. Now, you got that?
Yes. But I have nothing but Ace's best interests at heart, and I am going to make us a bundle of money.
You are the last person that he should be teamed up with. In a bar, that is the worst venture he ever could have picked, other than opening up his own distillery.
That's not true. It's a very lucrative investment.
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about his health. Now, months ago, doctors told him to lay off the alcohol, cut it way back, and he's done pretty well up till now. Maybe he's had 1 or 2 drinks a day, but if he goes into business with you, he's going to end up drinking himself right into a hospital.
I think I better ignore that remark.
No, don't.
Bo, you're wrong about Asa. He can definitely hold his alcohol. You should have seen him a couple of weeks ago. He was...
He what?
Oh, wait a minute. You're telling me that Asa can't drink like a fish anymore, right?
Not for a long time. No, if he has anything more than 3 drinks, he's going to take a ride in an ambulance.
Well, I promise you I'll keep that in mind. Now, pardon the pun, I gotta fly.
Don't forget the warning, though.
You don't have anything to worry about, Bo. The only victim of drink here is me. And now there's going to be a little hell to pay for that.
Attention, smart shoppers. For the very latest in leakage protection, look what Huggies Ultra Trim have in store for you.
The world's first thin diaper just got even better. Only Huggies Ultra Trim had these new leak barriers made of this remarkable soft material. It stops leaks better than ever, yet air can still circulate freely next to baby skin.
Get into improved Huggies Ultra Trim for leakage protection that's never looked so smart.
Dear Cabbage Patch, seems like Jenny was just born yesterday.
So, Wanda gave me the donuts, and then I stopped by Nora Gannon's to drop off that letter. I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And it turned out that no one was there. So I left the donuts by the door, and I dropped your letter in the mailbox.
You didn't see anyone. And no one saw you?
No. Why? What difference does it make?
All right, I'm going to be honest with you because I trust you.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in Landview that don't like me very much. Nora Gannon, Marty Saybrook, Luna Moody, and just about everyone else that you can think of. Well, heck, I can't say that I blame them. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I probably wouldn't want to look at my face either. I've done some horrible things. I raped a woman.
Todd, you don't have to go on if you don't want to.
No, I want to. I want you to know how much I've changed. Thanks to you. Thanks to you and the power of the Lord. I know now what an awful person I was. And I'm sorry for the things that I did.
I know you are.
I'm not so sure that everyone in Landview knows how much I've changed. And if you told them, I don't think they'd believe you.
Now, you don't know that for sure.
But I do. Look, if they found out you were coming here to visit me, they'd make it real hard on you. They'd try and stop you from ever coming again.
Well, I wouldn't let them. Delivering to you the Lord's message is the right thing to do, and no one's going to change my mind about that.
Well, I hope not. I'm really grateful that we have these times to see each other.
Well, I'm glad.
It's the only thing that I look forward to. But, you know, I don't want to be selfish and cause you to suffer just because a bunch of other people don't understand.
Well, maybe that's just their problem.
Well, let's not make it our problem. Okay? I want you to promise me that you won't tell anybody that we've become friends. All right? I think it's just easier that way. Trust me.
All right. I promise.
I'm telling you, honey, my old man has really lost it this time.
Why? What happened?
Well, it seems that he forgot to tell anyone until now that he's going into business with Alex Hesser.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, they're opening a nightclub together.
Well, no wonder you're so upset.
Alex and Asa, I wonder what's going to give out first. Is it going to be his money or his heart?
Well, there is some hope, you know, if anyone can handle Alex, it's Asa.
No, I wouldn't count on it. So, how'd the hearing go?
Oh. You think Asa's got problems? At least he's got a grip on reality. This Emily Haynes chick is just like way out there in la-la land.
What happened now?
Oh, she's expanded her story ever so slightly. She's got Sloane Carpenter touching her breasts.
Oh, come on. You didn't let her get away with that one.
Oh, well, I tried to refute the charge, but the committee decided to adjourn for pending further investigation.
I thought this was supposed to be a fair hearing.
I think the truth will come out eventually. I'm not worried about that. What I am concerned about is I hope that Sloane can hold up for the moment.
So, Dad, are you sure that you don't want to go home? Maybe get yourself some rest?
No. I would like to spend some time with my beautiful family.
Oh, you're back. Well, tell me what happened at the hearing. What's the good news?
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I forgot to mention that Mother stopped by the university this morning.
She did?
Yes. She wanted to show her support for you. I sent her back here to hold down the fort.
My goodness, Dorian. Such altruism. I just want to do whatever I can to help.
So, somebody tell me what happened at the hearing.
Well, the news isn't very good. Emily has now accused Dad of touching her breast.
Oh, my goodness. She really said that. How awful.
I was blown away when my dentist told me I had tartar. Doctor, I said, I use weight.
Oh, welcome back, Alex. Just making sure you're not cooking the books.
Oh, me cheat you. Very funny. But I'm not laughing, Asa.
What got you in such a tizzy?
You cheated me. You didn't beat me in that drinking contest, did you?
Of course I did. I won fair and square.
That's not what I hear. And if you did, do it again. Tonight. Right before the opening, I want a rematch.
A rematch? You crazy? You're going to sing tonight. The last contest, Nigel and I had to practically carry you home.
No one's carrying anybody home here tonight, Asa, except maybe you on a stretcher. Nobody tricks me and gets away with it. Not even you.
Dad, isn't there anything else I can do to help?
No, Cassie.
Yes.
Vicki, will you please tell my doting son not to be so helpful? I'll be all right.
Hello?
Hello, Emily. It's Claudia.
Rumor has it the hearing went very well indeed.
I don't know about that.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'm very proud of you, my dear.
Well, if it went so well, how come I feel so terrible?
Healing takes time. Just be patient.
Oh, no, it's just the whole thing, it's getting worse and worse. After I told the committee about what General Carpenter did, Nora Gammon started asking me all these questions, and the more I answered, the more things got, I don't know, confusing, and I just, what he did, it just didn't seem so bad anymore, and I ended up doing what you said. I told the committee he touched my breast, but now I don't think I should have.
Darling, please, I want you to calm down. You're getting much too worked up over this thing. I don't see that there's a problem.
But it didn't happen.
That doesn't matter. It's your word against his. You just stick to your story and nobody can prove you wrong.
Well, still, I lied.
No. You did what you did to make sure that the charges would stick. And that people would take you seriously. And now I assure you they will.
What? Can you come over? I really need to see you.
I don't think I'm going to be able.
Mother? Mother, who are you talking to?
Oh, darling, it's just a business call.
Well, we're all going to go over to Wanda's for lunch. Want to join us?
And you're inviting me to come? Oh, I would love to. Yes, this will just take a moment or two.
Okay.
Emily?
Claudia, you're still there?
Yes, I am. But, darling, I do have to go right now.
Well, can't you come over? I don't want to be alone right now.
I'm sorry, darling. I have another commitment.
But I need you.
Emily, dear, I must go, but you did very well this morning. Goodbye. Yes. You did very well indeed.
I am going to have to do a little investigating on our dear friend Emily Haynes. You know, I want to look into her family background. I want to check and see if there's a history of instability or something. There's just got to be a motivation for all of this. You know, it's...
What is it, honey? Hey. Nora, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just the tension and everything of the hearing.
Oh, well, I think you ought to forget about this investigating Emily and just get some rest.
No, I'm gonna go to the office.
No, that can wait.
No, I really can't. I have to go.
Nora, listen.
Talk to me. Can you hear me? Nora? Nora, honey? Come on, wake up. Wake up, honey. Say something. Nora? Nora, are you okay?